Welcome to another edition of SacTown Movie Buffs. Once again, it's your boy Kier, and today I am back reviewing a new film that is currently streaming on Netflix, and that film is You People. And I say, without further ado, I say let's get right into it. You People is a comedy that is actually directed by Kenya Barris, who had a show of his own on Netflix a couple years ago, and it stars Jonah Hill as a basically a podcaster named Ezra, who basically meets African American woman named Amira, who's played by Lauren London, and they obviously spark up a friendship and romance, and at some point decide to basically get married. However, coming from different backgrounds, obviously Jonah Hill's character Ezra being Jewish or white, and Amira's character being black, they have some differences with their parents. So they basically are trying to get their parents together, and Amira's parents are basically paid. Eddie Murphy plays her dad, who's basically this black militant. Louis Farrakhan follower, Muslim background, completely different than Ezra's parents, who are played by Julia Louis-Dreyfus and David Duchovny, who are Jewish and, really renowned in the Jewish faith. And so there's obviously some issues between the two of them. They have some, issues with their family. It's kind of like a modern version of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. And I know there's been other renditions or versions of that regarding interracial relationships and marriages and things of this nature. So this one's kind of in that same vein, only it's a lot more comedic and humorous than some of the other films that I've seen in the past. I'll sum it up by just saying that I did like it. I did enjoy it. I thought it was funny. I thought it was interesting. There was definitely some, there's a lot of comedians and cameos in this film. So there's a lot of humor throughout the film, but I enjoyed it. Is it for everybody? I'm going to say probably not. I know the reviews haven't been great. Critics have been too kind, and some audiences didn't get it as well. And I think part of the reason, in my opinion, is this film is really immersed in, I'm going to say, not just Black culture, but hip hop culture as well. So there's, almost after every scene, there's some hip hop music playing. There's a lot of jokes that are centered around, hip hop and music and things of this nature. And if you're not really immersed in like hip hop culture, I don't know if you're going to necessarily get all the jokes. Some of them might go over your head and that sort of thing. I remember there's a joke on his podcast that he's doing. He's joking about, basically chronicling like the differences between all of Drake's albums. Like, you should be more like his Views albums versus Certified Lover Boy album and things of this nature. And if you don't listen to Drake music or you're not into, hip hop culture, I don't know if you're going to necessarily get all the jokes. So some of them, like I said, might go over your head. And that's kind of one of the issues that some people might have with this film is it's not really for everybody. It's really for people that are, follow the hip hop culture. I mean, comedy is comedy. You can laugh or whatever. I'm not saying you have to be a huge hip hop fan or to enjoy this film, but I do know that some of the jokes may be lost upon you if you're not necessarily into that culture. Regarding the film itself, like I said, it's a comedy. I can't believe in 2023 we're still talking about interracial relationships being taboo and things of this nature. As somebody that's in an interracial marriage myself, and also lives in California, I didn't think that it was, anything that, that's that profound or that difference between the two of them getting together. I will admit they do look like an odd pairing. You don't typically see a whole lot of, white guys that look like Jonah Hill dating a Black woman that looks like Laura London. But, anything is possible. Opposites attract. They do have some common ground in there. So the story was believable in that sense. But they do look like an odd pairing, in my opinion, just seeing them together. And like I said, that's not a knock on Jonah Hill or anything of that nature. But to me, it does look a little weird. It just looks like, she's a little bit out of his league, just in my personal opinion. But I know that's always the case in a lot of films. You have kind of the more bigger guy that's, with like this, woman that could be a model kind of thing. And that's kind of what it looked like to me a little bit. But, I thought the story was funny. I thought Eddie Murphy was great in there. I thought all the characters are great. David Duchovny, he doesn't get a lot of lines, but when he does speak, he's pretty funny as well. But yeah, it's a very humorous film. I enjoyed it. Giving this one a grade, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5. So like I said, I liked it. I didn't necessarily love it. I did think that it had enough humor that I would personally watch it again. And that's why it gets a 3 out of 5 for me. So that's just a big smile. No teeth in this case. But let me know down in the comments. Have you seen You People? Did you like it? Did you not like it? As always, if you like the channel, we ask that you like, subscribe, follow. Make sure you hit those bell notifications. And we'll be back again soon with some more shows for you. We thank you for watching, and I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you. Bye.